Hello and welcome to another Pilates class with me. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you're really enjoying it, please click subscribe because it will really help me out. Today I've got a really good class with abs and arms, so no equipment needed whatsoever. We're just going to use our body weight to get these things firing. So first of all, a warm up for our wrists. If you'd like to join me on hands and knees there. And we're just going to take some gentle circles, so starting to take the weight around each wrist side to side, circling the body weight. Try and grip with the pads of your fingers if you can, because this takes a bit of strength through the fingertips and a bit of structure through the hands, so that your wrists don't take all the load by themselves. Change of direction, circling back the other way there. That's it, just keep those loosening off. And then back to stillness as you then start to pad the hands, so just lifting one, lifting the other. Again, just trying to keep that nice little grip with the finger pads. A nice opportunity to start thinking about stabilising the torso and the trunk of the body here as well. So we're just starting to think about a gentle warm up through the core as we go from 4 points of support to 3 points of support. Wonderful. And then bringing it back to a comfortable seated position. We're going to do some flicks with our fingers. So I want you to go for like a tight grip and then flick your fingers open, kind of in as much of an explosive motion as you can, and then go faster. So start really flicking and extending the fingers. So these muscles that we're working here are going to be working in your hands, your wrists and the forearms as well. Go really, really fast. Keep flicking, keep flicking. I'm going to be here for a little while. Excellent. Keep flicking, keep flicking, keep flicking. Get those fingers warm, get those wrists warm. That's it. Might be able to start feeling this in the forearms quite soon. Just keep it going. Faster, 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 faster. Still flicking. Flick, flick, flick. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Got about another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And just give those a shake off. Lovely stuff. Okay, back onto hands and knees now. And I want you to create a really good structure. So we've got hips stacked above knees, shoulders stacked above wrists, that little grip through the finger pads. And I want you to imagine that each of your arms is like a really strong tower. And I want you to push down through the base of that tower. So you start to press through the hands and feel the strength travel from your hands all the way up to your shoulders. Feel that strength there. And then release the tension. So as you push down through the base of your tower, find the strength in the arms. You might notice that your shoulder blades have parted a little bit, and then when you release off, the shoulder girdle kind of settles and your shoulder blades come together. So again, push down, find that power, find that structure in each tower, your left and right arm, and then release the tension. And you'll find as you push down, the shoulder blades part a little bit, and as you release the power, shoulder blades all come together and the body dips a little. So again, push down, find that power. Next, once you've got this power on, we're going to imagine you've got a lemon under each armpit and you're going to try and squeeze your arms towards your body. So squeezing those lemons. So your left and right arm are squeezing in towards the midline here. So squeezing into each other and then release, relax. So again, find your power, find your strong towers and then squeeze your inner arms, squeeze your lemons and release that tension. And again, push down, find your power, and squeeze those lemons under your arms. And release the tension. 2 more times. Find your power, squeeze those lemons, and release. And 1 more time. Power, lemons, and release. Lovely. So we're going to take this into an elbow bend now. So find your power. Find your lemons, squeeze them, and then gently bend your elbows toward your thighs. And then push and straighten through the arms. So power, lemons, elbows in the direction of your thighs. So keep those quite narrow. You don't want them going out like chicken wings. And then gently straightening. So we're working the upper arms here as we bend the elbows. So power, lemons, elbows towards thighs, and then push through the hands, straightening the arms again. Power, lemons, elbows towards thighs, and push. Good, so we're working with this push down through the mat, this internal squeezing, and then the elbow bend. So we're really targeting the muscles in our upper arms to warm them up and get them going. So push down through the mat, find your power, squeeze inwards, squeezing your lemons, and then you've got your elbow bend and lift. Let's walk this forwards to make this a bit tougher if you wish. So this is going to be in your kneeling plank position. So you want to imagine you're wearing a pair of jeans and just push your hands down in your back pockets to help you with that pelvic tilt. Push down through your hands, find the towers, find the power, squeeze your lemons, and then elbows back towards the ribs and push away. Find power, squeeze lemons, elbows bend, push away, and you go just as deep as you're willing to go. So find your power, squeeze your lemons, bending, and pushing back up, and again, power, lemons, bend, good, power, lemons, bend, keeping those elbows narrow, remember, power, lemons, bend, sorry, this is sounding a little bit repetitive, isn't it? And let's go for 2 more, find your strength, push down through the mat, squeeze your arms inwards as you bend, and straighten, and last time, push through the mat, elbows squeeze in, and then gently push it back to a child's pose position, resting that forehead towards the mat, and just take a moment. Wonderful, just give your wrist a little bit of a roll out. We're going back into that power tower, lemons and elbow bends, and we're going to bring in some abs work now. So we're going to start to take that kneeling plank up to a full plank. So let's take kneeling plank to start us off. So far this is exactly the same as before. So find your power, push down through the mat, squeeze your lemons, bend your elbows and push back up. Now curl your toes and squeeze and tuck your tailbone like you're pushing your hands down in your jeans again. And lift your knees. Hold 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Find your power through your arms. Squeeze your lemons. Bend. And push. Good. Toes turn under. Tuck your tail. And lift those knees. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. And again, power. Lemons. Bending elbows. Good. Turn the toes. Hands in the jeans. And lift the knees. Hold 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Power, lemons, bend and push. Jeans, toes turn under, lift your knees. 3, 2, 1, knees down. And we go power through the arms, lemons squeezing in, bend, push. Curl the toes, tuck the hands in the jeans and lift. 3, 2, 1, knees down. And power through your arms, lemons squeeze, bend. This is our last round, push. Turn your toes, tuck the hands in the jeans and lift the knees. 3, 2, 1, knees down and rest. Really, really good job there. In your child's pose here, rest your elbows either side of your head. Bring your hands to a prayer position and bring that prayer just behind your head. It will give your triceps a little bit of length and just allow your body to reset. I know that was quite intense, so just let your heart rate come down a little bit. Moving on to our next little sequence, we're going to come to sit on our bottoms with our knees bent and our feet out in front of us. So if you want to shimmy around to find a seated posture, we'll have those knees about hips width, feet about hips width. We're going to take the hands back behind the hips, okay? And we want the fingertips forward facing at this point. Now you can play around with fingertip position, but to get the real tricep engagement, fingertips forwards is ideal. If you're quite prone to a hyperextended elbow, just keep a gentle softness at the elbows here. Chest starts nice and proud, and then we're just going to bend the elbows as if we're about to casually lean back towards the mat and then push through the hands, straighten the arms, okay? So bending the elbows as if you're about to take a casual lean back and then push through the hands, straighten the elbows. So this is our tricep dip. Again, I'd encourage you to keep your elbows quite tight, so maybe think about squeezing those lemons rather than letting the elbows flap out wide. That's it. Maybe an inhale to lower back and an exhale to push tall. That's it. Do a couple more, and then we're going to start to add in some abs to this movement as well. So let's take that casual lean back and hold, using those narrow elbows, squeezing the arms centered, and then just gently point your toe, engage your core there. Bring your foot back in and push tall. So you're going to gently lower down, squeezing elbows close, stretch and lengthen a leg, return and tall. So we bend, lengthen a leg, return and tall. We bend, long leg, return and tall. We bend, long leg, return, then tall. We bend, long leg, return. Squeezing arms in, lemons still in place. Long leg, return. We've got 3 more here. Lemons, long leg, return, then tall. Lemons, long leg, return, and tall. Let's do a couple more. I can't remember how many I said here. These arms are starting to burn. Really nice. Bend, long leg, return, and finally tall. Lovely. Bring that back up to a more comfortable seated position, and we're just going to take a gentle stretch up. So you could interlock your hands here or lay them one on top of the other as you push your arms up tall. We're going to take a very gentle side bend, not too far, and keep thinking tall through the left and the right side of the body. That's it. And then gently back through to center. Again, a little bend one way, and keep finding length at the left side and the right side here. Ooh, really, really good. Hopefully those triceps are feeling nice and alive. We're going to bring this into some single arm work on the triceps now. So this is going to be a side lying posture. So if I can ask you to lay down as if you're preparing for a clam. So that's your knees bent forward slightly. Okay, you want the soles of your feet in line with the back of your butt, and we're just going to prop up on the elbow. Now at the moment I've got the fingertips forward facing. I'm just going to go out at maybe a 45-degree angle with the arm there. Okay, this top arm can either rest on the hip or you can rest it on the mat. Don't really mind where you want to take that. We're going to do a press into this supporting hand. So nice and wide through your fingertips, and then push down. As the arm straightens, the tricep engages, and gently lower. And again, press. Inhale, lower. Press. Control on the lower. And press. Control on the lower. Nice, and press. And lower. And again, this brings us to 6. And lower. Now, taking either one leg for a stretch to engage a little bit more around your abs. We're bringing abs into this today. Alternatively, 2 leg stretch. That's a little bit tougher. Bring them back into your clam prep, and then press. Inhale to lower. Exhale, leg or legs long. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. And leg or legs long. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. And inhale, lower. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, long legs or leg. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. Remember, if you're doing one leg, just do that top leg for me. And we go again. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. Inhale to lower. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. Exhale, press. Inhale to lower. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. We've got 2 more rounds here. Press. Inhale. Long legs. Inhale. And press. And lower. Exhale. And lower. Really nice job. Let's swap sides. So give that arm a little rest, and let's set up again. So finding your clam type posture, feet lined up with the back of the butt, knees tucked forward slightly, and instead of the fingertips pointing to the side of your mat and pointing forwards, you're just going to take that out about 45 degrees. You've still got elbows stacked under shoulder here. This top hand can either come to the hip or rest on the mat, I don't mind. So just going to start with 6 presses. Are you ready? Inhale, exhale, push through your hand. Inhale, control the elbow down. And lower. And press, lift. Keeping those shoulders set down away from ears as much as we can. 3, 2, and finally 1. We're going to add in a leg lift or a double leg lift. So when you're ready, 1 leg or 2 legs. Inhale back to clam prep. Exhale, push. Inhale, lower. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. Keep those shoulders set down. Returning. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. Inhale, return. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. We're about halfway through these now. Inhale, lower. Exhale, long. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. Inhale. Inhale, return. Exhale, push. We're getting there now. Inhale to lower. Good. Keep pushing. Keep the shoulders set down. Control the elbow down. Nice. Long legs. And I think we're in our final round here, so we're going to push, lower, and long, and return. Really, really nice. Roll over onto your front for me. And we're going to just take the hands either side of the chest and push back into a cobra position. Now, you don't have to throw yourself up as far as you can. You can keep a nice softness on the elbows and draw the shoulder blades down your back. Send the shoulders down away from the ears. Pinch a peach under your chin, so the back of your neck is lengthening there. Just breathe and take your ribs forwards towards the front of your mat as you lengthen through the tummy. If this is too intense, come down onto forearms and do the same thing here. So draw shoulder blades down, opening collarbones, pulling your rib cage forwards towards the front end of your mat so your tummy stretches. And then gently take that back down. We're going to push back to a plank type position so that we can find a downward dog. So find your plank, that helps with your alignment, and then lift your hips up towards the ceiling, pushing down through the hands and finding your nice tall down dog. So lifting your tailbone, that's the top of your triangle, and just find this nice opening through the shoulders here. Relax the head, relax the neck, and hold and breathe. Push through the hands, opening the shoulders. Another breath here. And then gently bring the body weight forwards to the plank. Take the knees down and come back to sit comfortably. We're going to do a few little stretches now. So I hope you're still enjoying the class. Just going to finish with a few releases. So pat yourself on the back there and apply a bit more pressure as you gently take the tricep stretch. So if your abs and your arms are feeling really, really well used, now's a really good time to show me by subscribing to the channel. Then I can keep making awesome, awesome classes for you. Let's have a change onto the other side. So just patting yourself on the back there and applying that pressure from above. Another breath or two there. And releasing those arms. So taking your hands in front of you, you could either interlock the fingers if comfortable or just lap one hand in front of the other. And you're going to start to push your hands away from you. As you push your hands away from you, you're going to allow your spine to round backwards. So maybe tuck the tail, tuck the chin, and that nice stretch across the back and the backs of the shoulders. Another breath. And then sitting upright again. Same idea, overlap or interlink the fingers and start to push up this time. As you push up, try and find length out of the lower back. Find length through the mid back. Find length through the upper. And settle shoulders and unlock those arms, bringing the hands back beside the body. Bringing one arm across the centre of your chest now. You're going to grab onto it and pull it further across. You could also hook on with the elbow if you find that more comfortable as you pull there. So we're looking for an outer and rear shoulder stretch. So nice deep breath. Wonderful. And swapping arms, taking that around to the other side and pulling across. And back to centre. So if you've made it to the end of the video, drop me a little love heart emoji down in the comments to let me know you're still here and that you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next class.